Pleased to be joined by Connor Zary of the Kamloops Blazers. He's the 24th overall selection in the 2020 NHL Draft and one of the newest members of the Calgary Flames. Connor, off the top, congratulations on being selected Tuesday night. How's it feel?
Thank you. Appreciate it. It feels amazing. It was quite the experience being home with all my family and friends, and nothing short of exceptional and a pretty special moment.
Obviously, you're a Saskatoon guy, not too far from Calgary. I don't know if you grew up a Flames fan or an Oilers fan or where your allegiance lies, but how's it feel to be drafted by the Calgary Flames?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think growing up, it's for me, it was a bit of a Leafs fan, but it was also kind of just a bandwagon. You're just cheering for every single good player. You're watching highlights from the night before a guy scores 2 goals, and all of a sudden he's your favorite player. So I think that's how it was for me growing up, and obviously Calgary being close, that's pretty special for me, and just staying in Canada and being close to home, that's pretty special for me and my family. And then you got a great city and a great organization with really good fans and a good hockey history like Calgary. It's another a thing to add on top of that.
Now, obviously, you're playing in the Western Hockey League with the Kamloops Blazers, but have you spent much time in Calgary over your years?
Yeah, I've been to Calgary quite a bit, just whether it's spring hockey tournaments that I used to play in or just going there for different hockey camps or skates or just passing through, or just even spending some time there for hitting the malls that you don't get in Saskatoon just to get some new clothes or whatnot. But yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time there, and I'm familiar with it. Obviously familiar with the Saddle Dome and pretty familiar with the city enough to know my way around. So it's pretty cool that I'm going somewhere that I already know, and it's not Los Angeles or something like that, where it's pretty foreign to me and a kind of different kind of culture and different kind of atmosphere. I'll know what to expect when a cold winter rolls around in Alberta.
Well, I'll tell you, we get Chinook winds out here, which you don't get in Saskatoon. So every once in a while, you get a little bit of a break in the winter, which is nice. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, within the organization, is there anybody that that you've maybe played with over the years or that you've crossed paths with at some point, within the organization to make the transition a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think I don't know too many guys. I know their first round pick from last year, Jacob Pelche, and plays in the Quebec League, and I've met him and played with him throughout various Hockey Canada events, and that's one guy I know pretty well, and one guy that I get along with that should make the transition a bit easier with a different organization. Just having him around, he's got a really good personality, really fun guy to be around. But other than that, it'll be pretty new to me. I know a few guys reached out to me, and Giordano and Tkachuk and Monahan, which is pretty cool being able to talk to those guys. And I think no matter what, whether it's new to me or a lot of new guys, it'll be a pretty special moment, pretty cool experience no matter what, getting to meet everyone and starting a new chapter in my book.
You talk about, conversations with Giordano, Monahan, guys like that. On the hockey ops side of things, what sort of conversations have you been having, whether it's with Brad Treliving or, anybody on the coaching staff?
Yeah, they just kind of said they're really excited to have me, and they're interested in picking me earlier. And obviously they made their trades and risked it, but they still got me, and that's who they wanted. And I was kind of their guy, which is pretty cool. And just to say that they were super excited me and can't wait to have me down, and just excited to kind of see me grow through their organization is pretty special. And I think just getting time to chat with them, I'm sure I'm going to have lots of conversations with them in the future. Some of them were a little short, and they said they'd call me when things died down a little bit. Obviously, it was pretty crazy couple of days, but yeah, I think the conversations I've had so far with the organization have been really good.
You talk about how they've told you that you were their guy heading into the draft, like heading into Tuesday night. Did you have an indication or a gut feeling that Calgary might be the place that you ended up?
I think a little bit. I think it was still up in the air. You didn't know where quite I was going to go and what team. But I think Calgary was, like I said in other interviews, was just one of those places where I felt comfortable with and in our interviews, and I felt like they felt good with me and they liked my game and they felt comfortable with me as a player and a person. So I feel like with the way the interviews went and kind of how they were talking to me, I felt like that was one of the teams that I had a really good chance of ending up with, and I guess it all worked out. I was pretty excited, and I'm super excited for the future.
Let's rewind. We'll talk maybe a little bit more about the future in a bit, but this past season in Kamloops, you had 86 points. You had an unreal year. Your team had a great year. You win the BC division title. You look back on this past season, what really helped you find your stride and achieve the success that you did?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is one of the biggest things is for sure team-wise when Sean Clouston came in at the start of the year, and he kind of came in and built a really good atmosphere for our team. I think coming to the rink every day was so much fun, and we had such a brotherhood around the rink, and everyone loved being there and enjoyed their time being around the boys, and kind of just building that family atmosphere that made it so fun to come to the rink each and every day was probably the biggest thing that helped me personally and helped our team this year, is what Sean did for us. And I think when you have really good coaching like that, and Corey too, and everyone helping out, and good trainers in Toledo, and a good GM in Bards, that kind of will do whatever they can for the team. It's less of the business side and more of the personal side, and it made us
Oh, you still there?
Sorry, I just got a phone call. My bad.
All good.
Yeah, it was pretty. When you have guys like that trying to do the best they can to do things for the team, it's pretty cool what that can build. And I think just having a really good team. I know I played with Zane Franklin and Lawrence and Tazo most of the year, and having guys like that beside me and helping me along the way and supporting me, and they're a big reason why I got picked in that spot by Calgary, and they helped me a lot. So I think overall it's ton of success is credited to everyone in that organization, from this year, and Sean and Corey and Bards and Toledo, who's been there all my career in Kamloops, and all my teammates who kind of helped me this year, and then kind of everyone along the way from minor hockey coaches to especially my parents for doing all they've done in my family, and for Kamloops, Stu McGregor and Matt Recchi and Don Hay and those guys kind of believing me and bringing me into the league and giving me the opportunity. So I think I could probably spend 10, 15 minutes here thanking everybody who's kind of helped me, and I always feel bad if I forget someone's name. So yeah, I just think that's what I've kind of thought about the most, just trying to think of all the people who've helped me along the way.
Well, I'm sure you're going to get help from more people as you continue to move down this path here. So what is next for you? Obviously, the next goal is to work your way towards becoming a full-time NHL player. What does that look like for you? What are you trying to focus on as you try to take the next step towards that?
Yeah, obviously I'm working on trying to get stronger and put on some weight and get faster and quicker in my skating, to be quick on pucks and quicker in the game, and just make plays quicker. And I think just continuing to develop overall. I think every skill is not going to be 100% perfect. So there's always room to improve in every little area of your game. So I think just continue to work on my game personally in the gym, on the ice, and mentally. And that's going to be huge for me to see progress, and hopefully get the WHL season underway sometime in the near future, and try and continue with that and make a championship run with the Blazers.
I want to ask you about your teammate, Dylan Garand. He goes in the 4th round to the New York Rangers. Have you had a chance to chat with him at all? How cool is it for you to see his name called a little bit further down the line?
Yeah, super proud of him. I knew we were kind of talking up to the draft, and I was like, I know you're going to go high and you're going to make a name for yourself. And I think he's one of the best goalies in that draft. And he was so beneficial and so great for us this year. And if we didn't have him in Kamloops, I don't know where we would be. And we probably wouldn't have been a BC division contender. And it's unbelievable having a guy like that backstopping your team, someone you can lean on. And he's an unbelievable goalie, and he's going to do great things in the future.
All right, I'll ask you one last thing here, and then I'll let you go. You kind of mentioned it. You're looking forward to getting the WHL season going, and we live in an uncertain time, you know, and we're hoping to go in December. The NHL is hoping to go in January. But, you know, what are you doing in the meantime to keep yourself focused, keep yourself ready, so that, you know, when the time does come, you're prepared to step back on the ice and be effective again?
Yeah, I think just like any other summer, it's getting on the ice as much as I can and being in the gym as much as I can. I think got to try and upgrade every skill. Every skill I have can get better. And like I said before, nothing's really perfect. So any chance I can get to work on something and improve myself, I'm going to take that opportunity to do so. So I think for me, it's not only that, but you also got to make sure that you're staying fresh and having fun mentally, because you can't get too caught up in things. It's been quite a long summer. Usually it's 3-4 months, and usually you're staying pretty busy with all different camps and getting to different places. And this year it's all been at home and all sticking around home, and it's been pretty similar days of in the gym and hockey. And so I think it's just trying new things and doing new things and hanging out with my buddies and spending good quality time with my family. Just keep moods uplifted, don't get bored, and try and keep negative thoughts out of my head has been pretty beneficial to me.
Okay, I lied. I have one more question based on what you just said. You talk about trying new things. What is one new thing that you've tried that you unexpectedly really liked that you you know, maybe didn't anticipate enjoying?
I'd say one thing, it's not so much that I tried it this summer for the first time. It's just more consistently what I did. And I think me and my buddies were kind of just doing all sorts of things. I think just being able to play more golf, being able to fish, be able to get out onto the boat that me and my buddies have. And I think just little things like that, all sorts of new things you can do. Played some tennis, and I think anything we could try that was fun. And I know in quarantine right at the start, and when we were a little more stuck in our houses, I was playing a lot of cribbage, and I picked that up, and I feel pretty confident in my cribbage game now. So that was I'd say probably that would be the first thing. Oh my God, I'm getting phone call after phone call. Sorry about that. My mom's calling me again. Yeah, I'd say probably cribbage would be the one thing, if anything, that I would have picked up over this whole time of being home and during the pandemic is cribbage.
Nice. I love it. All right. On that note, I'll leave you to it. I'll let you call your mother back because that's an important call.
Yeah.
But, you know, Connor, as always, appreciate you taking the time to do this. Congratulations on being selected by the Flames. And, you know, we look forward to seeing you back on the ice in Kamloops here soon.
Thank you. I appreciate the call.